Yo, what is good, guys? It is your boy, Boom Boppy Poppy, and we are gonna, or I'm coming at you with a deck profile video real quick. This is the deck that I've been running for the past couple months. The end of 2023. One of my favorite decks, Gardevoir, and it's pretty nuts. I personally enjoy it. I know there's a lot of Roaring Moon going on, Iron Hands, Charizard. Honestly, this is one of my favorite decks, and I'm also not making a bunch of decks, so I'm just rocking the Gardevoir, and it's pretty beastie. You see it in the tops consistently. So without further ado, this is my version of Gardevoir. First, we're going to start off with, of course, 4 Ralts. We got the 3 with the teleportation burst and 1 with the memory skip. Next, we're going to be rocking 4 Krillias with that refinement. That's the speed of this deck, you know. Speed, speed, speed. The deck needs the momentum, and it needs to keep building. Next, we got Gardevoir, our first Gardevoir. This is Shining Arcana. This is a single prizer. You already know what it is. Look at the 2 top cards of your deck. If one of them, or if either of them are energy, you get to attach them. And if not, it just goes to your hand. Busted. We're going to be rocking the Gardevoir EX. You already know what it is. This girl looking beautiful with that Psychic Embrace. This is our engine that allows us to just attach all our energies. You know what it is. That's it for all the Gardevoirs. Now we got our 1/4s. We got our Zacian V. This was our Big Papa. This was the guy that it gets us over big monsters. It's a 2 prizer, so it's kind of like our last resort in that sense. And it also speeds up the deck if you have a slow hand and you just want to keep getting those energies, those psychic energies. Next, we got Mew, speed, speed. This guy helps us dig deeper into our deck. Of course, you already know what it is with that mysterious tail. Next, we got the Radiant Greninja, more speed, more speed. Let us dig deeper into our deck. Ditching energy helps us out so much. Next, we got Manaphy. This is our defender lineup, and we got our Jirachi, so this protects our bench. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. I know there's not too many Inteleons, but they still are out there. And there's also what's it called, Alakazams, all this stuff going on out there. So your defense lineup right there. And charge energy. If you have no energies and you need a search, Jirachi's an option. This is our sniper lineup. We got Screamtail and Cresselia. You already know these guys are insane, especially Screamtail with one of our future cards. Insane. Personally, I like them a lot. Sometimes I think about trading out Cresselia for either Drifloon, probably not, but maybe the Mew EX. I've been thinking about it more just to get over these big beastie cards like Charizard, Salamence with the booster on it, all that crazy stuff, annoying stuff. That's it for our monsters. Now we're going into our trainers. We got our 4 battle VIP passes. I've been going back and forth with this card a lot. Sometimes I think about trading it in for nest balls. I've been seeing a lot of people do that, but when it hits, it hits. It's insane. When it doesn't, it sucks, but at least it's fodder for refinement, and ultra balls and whatnot. Next, we're going to be going 4 fog crystals. I've thought about kind of changing this ratio, but fog crystal, you already know what it is. You're searching for your basics, so you can search for so much, and it's in energy, so it's a really good card. Insane. It's just a deck thinner, you know what I mean? It gets you to your resources. Next, we're going to be playing 3 rare candies. We want to get to our Gardevoirs as fast as possible. I like playing 3 personally, just to know I have them and it's good if I need to toss it. If I need to toss it for a refinement or an ultra ball, and I know I can toss one because I have at least 2 more in the deck, or in the prize, of course. Next, we're going to be rocking 3 ultra balls, searching for Gardevoir, of course, typically. Yeah, and just other answers. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. I played 2 level ball, get us to our pretty standard card, get us to our Crillias, get us to our Screamtails, get us to our Jirachi Manaphy, get us to a Ralts if we need it. Sometimes I think about playing around with these ratios. Honestly, that's up to you. You can go ahead and tweak that around. I like the flexibility of trying that. I can take one card out, you know what, I want to try something else, change out the ratio. But this has been pretty solid so far. Next, we're going to go for our 1-fers. We got our Counter Coucher, insane card. I mean, it's a boss's order. That's not a supporter, so it works when it works. Really good. I like this card a lot. It's insane. Luxurious Cape. I play 2 of them, so you can attach it to not only your Shining Arcana Gardevoir, but you can also attach it to your Screamtail. And Screamtail with Luxurious Cape and enough damage on it, you're knocking out Charizards. You're knocking out 3 hundos. You're doing some damage, and it's a sniper, which is insane. So Luxurious Cape, insane card. People argue like, oh, but it'll make it a 2-prizer, but it's like, I only played 2 just in case if I have to ditch one or something happens to one, and I know I have another one in the deck, and I don't have to play. If like my opponent has 2 prizes left, I don't have to use it right away. Like, it's just an option, you know what I mean? So I think 2 Luxurious Cape is probably mandatory in this deck, because once you get towards Charizards and stuff like that, you're gonna need answers, and you're not always gonna have your Zacian available to get rid of stuff, and Gardevoir needs to be able to handle enough damage counters so he can start knocking more stuff out, so he can attach more energy. That's gonna be it for those. Next, onto our supporters. 2 bosses orders. Pretty self-explanatory. Really good card. I play 2. My mindset, once again, if I need to get rid of it, if I need to ditch it, if I need to get rid of it with like an Ultra Ball or something happens to it, I know I'll have another one in. Some people might play more, you might play less. I play 2 with the Counter Catcher. 2 Iono. Amazing card. It's gonna get rotated soon, but 2 Iono. I don't play any more than that. Again, you can play around with the ratios, play around with all this stuff. I think there's a lot of flexibility within this deck and how you see fit, but I think 2 Iono is more than enough with how much you're digging in this deck. We're gonna do 1 Worker. Amazing trainer. Gets rid of Path of the Peak. Gets rid of annoying stadium cards, and it also just lets you draw 3 cards if there's nothing else. Next, we're going to be playing 2 Professor Turo's Scenario. I think this is an amazing card. 2 might be overkill, 1 might be good enough, I don't know, but I think it's really good. It's essentially, if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a compulse. So, I mean, it's really good. Say you need to, how much can I explain it? I mean, say your Screamtail's about to die with the Luxurious Cape, and you don't want them to knock it out and two-piece it. You can Turo it. You already you've already done a retreat during your turn, but you need to do another retreat, Professor Turo. I don't know. I think it's a really neat card. I think it's really, really good, especially if you're playing the Cape. And I mean, yeah, I think especially if you already have like two Krillias set up, or if you have a candy in hand and say you can double Shining Arcana in a turn off of one of them if you use a Professor Turo. There's just little ideas you can use with it. I think it's really good. Yeah. Next, we're gonna be rocking Tulip. I think this card is insane and absolutely mandatory in this deck. Put up to 4 in any combination of Psychic Pokemon and basic Psychic energies from your card pile to your hand. So if they're knocking out your Zacian or a Gardevoir that you needed, or need to get back your Screamtail, or you need to get some energy because you need to just attach and you can't do damage, or because it's like a Jirachi and you can't attach it with a Gardevoir and you need to get an energy from your grave, like Tulip is really good. If anything, maybe swap these two around. I don't know. I think they're pretty sick. Also, I would say with Cape, just be careful because people can vacuum your Cape and kill your Pokemon that way, or KO your Pokemon that way. Just a heads up. Next, we're going to be playing 2 Collapse Stadium. Manage bench control, and also get rid of Path of the Peak or really random stadiums you don't want to deal with. And then towards the end, we're going to be rocking 10 Psychic energies and 2 Reversal energies. A couple of cards I would think about playing would be 4 Seal Stone, possibly another Tulip, maybe the Mew EX, like I was saying earlier. Just get rid of those big pesky Pokemon. Yeah, it's a 2-prizer, but you have a lot of 1-prizer options in this deck, and Luxurious Cape isn't mandatory, so you can keep it in your hand if you want to. You can ditch it if you want to, but it also gets you out of jams. If you just have a Shining Arcana Gardevoir that can't get over something because it doesn't have enough HP, or like I said, Screamtail Cape, absolutely insane. So many MVP plays with this setup. Like I said, this can get over Charizard. That's 300, 330. That's insane. But yeah, guys, this is my build for Gardevoir. This is what I was playing in 2023 towards the end, and probably what I'm going to be playing until rotation. We'll see. Honestly, really fun deck, really solid. It puts out a lot of damage. Obviously, when it runs, it runs. If you brick, you brick. That's any game. But I feel like this is a really consistent deck. Amazing, fun, big numbers, a lot of searching, a lot of, yeah, awesome. Let me know what you guys think. What are you guys playing? What do you think of this build of Gardevoir? Comment, like, subscribe, all that good jazz. Yeah, what do you think? What would you suggest? What deck do you want to see next? Love you guys. Thank you for everything. Yeah, peace. Yeah.